want to address in general to these three protests and take a look over an overview what's happening during all this period of protesting and find maybe the relationship between them. For sure, we can say that two main important things it's problematic for the people inside Iran under the control of this regime. One is the economy and the economic situation, and the other is human rights. Human rights, you can put all these other important topic under this title, like women rights, like ethnic rights, like freedom of speech, and the rest. So these two main important problematic points exist. The thing is that the regime couldn't find a solution for answering the need of the people, especially the new generation and the modern way of life that the Iranian people choose for themselves, and couldn't make or find a way to fill this gap that is between the traditional part of the society that they exist and they are okay maybe with this situation with the new generation that they want more. They need a stable market. They need the elements of human rights in their life. So the regime was really unable and weak for finding a solution for filling this gap. And yes, exactly. You can see that the more than three demonstration, big demonstration, happened during the last 6 years, I believe, in Iran. I think all these protests somehow they are related. But for me, obviously, one right freedom have another route. Um, it was very special because it was based on the women rights movement and struggle during our last 46 years fighting of women for their freedoms, for their rights. It had a very huge culturally effect on the society of Iran, women rights freedom. Also, I believe it have a very strong and powerful message for the Middle East in general. It will start from bazaar, from the market, and also again in the next step, the people in the streets start to speaking more about also freedom of speech, also democracy. So they didn't keep it just about the economy. But the root of this demonstration was economic and it's important. Very complicated to answer this. When we are talking about the people of Iran, it's important that we mention and we know that Iranian community is very diverse. So we have different groups, different society class. Um, so what a woman from the middle class maybe want, even about the woman rights, can be different with a woman that she live in Baluchistan and she's struggling with other kind of discrimination. We had a religious part of the society. We had the people that believe to Islam. We had the people that they are atheists. It's a big country. It's 70, 90 million people with a different point of view, different background. We have lots of ethnics that they live in Iran. We have Turks, Kurd, Baluch, Arab. And so when we want to arrive to one point and say that the people of Iran just want this, we have to be a little bit, I believe, careful about this. But it's some points that I can say from my point of view, then it's some agreement about it. Economy is one of them. People believe that they deserve, truly they deserve a fair economic situation. They deserve to be in a society under a lead of a government that they are not corrupt. Corruption is one topic that people in Iran struggle a lot about it. For sure, freedom of speech, freedom of choice, all these topics also is something that you can see that it's a kind of agreement about it. Um, I believe that the people of Iran, maybe we can say with a little bit, with carefully, we can say the majority of the people of Iran, um, they are agree that um, they need enough freedom to live in the way that they think it's aligned with their personal choice. This is not possible these days. So they want it and they fight for it. Women's are one of these groups that they are fighting for this personal choice and freedom. At the same time, equality. So I believe that if you want to have an overview that a good number of people of Iran, what really they need, we can say that equality situation and um, equal society and human rights situation. The most problematic things that we have in this uprising, one of the saddest things that we had in this uprising, it was that the intervention of the foreigner countries, especially Israel and US, that they just bombed our country a few months ago, take the ownership from the, at least from the narrative of the people that they are inside the street. So this is really sad that even for protesting, for asking your rights, for fighting for freedom, people of Iran, they have a brilliant history of resistance. You find suddenly yourself in the middle of a situation that US want to even take the ownership of this act. This is really sad. The people have at least the right to stand for their goals, for their needs, for their wants by themselves, by their ownership, by their leaders, and by their own ideology for their own country. Also, I have to say that again, we have lots of different groups inside Iran. But when we arrive to this question, I have mentioned that in the situation we are asking this question, that is a big propaganda founded by Israel around the wrongdoings inside Iran, that Reza Pahlavi is one of them. So in the situation that, for example, Haaretz, the Israeli journal, also they published clearly that they founded a digital campaign for a virtual campaign for Reza Pahlavi. So in this situation that is found and money of a foreigner country behind a group, behind a part of the opposition, that this fund goes to the media, can affect the point of view of the people wrongly, not in a correct way. You cannot easily say that are people of Iran want do the people of Iran want monarchists or not? Under this huge, heavy um, among of campaigning with funds for just one party. Really, I hope the best happen for Iranian people and for all the people in Middle East. Really, we hope. But I think these days, all of us, we have to, when we look at our country and the amount of our people, also, we don't have any other choice but also look to the whole situation of the Middle East, to the plan that the West have for Middle East. So I believe these days it's more important that at the same time that we are thinking about what we want as a change inside our borders, inside our countries, when you can easily see that Rojava can be bombarded by Turkey months and months and nothing happened. Uh, when you can see that easily Israel come and want to do a deal with the Kurdish people, and in another hand, he lead them to a situation that they become genocide in Syria. You know, you cannot take your look out of the region and in the general international things that's happening around us and just look to your country like Iran, like Kurdistan. We want freedom. Of course that we want freedom, but I believe that we are in a very special and sensitive time. Um, and things get more complicated for us, for the people that want freedom in the Middle East. We get more related. Our destiny are getting more close to each other. So it's important that all of us with more responsibility, I believe, especially the leaders of the uprisings, the leaders of the leaders of change. They have to, I believe they have to look more carefully about what's happening for us. And with the small power that each opposition group is, each progressive group have in Middle East, we have to be careful that how we are spending our resources and how we are responsible about what's happening for each other.